Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
So now we're going to do an expansion to the original Zombie Dice, which came out in 2014. It's still ages 10 and up, 2 or more players. And it's actually 2 sets in one. You can play with the Hollywood heroes, the Hunk and the Hottie. And if you do, you'll remove 2 yellow dice. You can also play with Santa Claus and remove a green die. So you can play with all 3 at the same time, or just play with these 2 or just this one. So let's go over what's different about the dice. Now you may think the Hunk is smarter than the Hottie because he has 2 brains. No, he's just that much better to eat. Let's see, he's just twice as awesome to eat. So that's Steve Jackson
funny.
being funny about that. Now he has 2 shotguns on a side there, but he also has 2 shotgun blasts. So half his die are shotguns, and he can get a double shotgun.
Oh gosh.
And then he has 2 feet. Okay.
Okay.
Now the Hottie runs really fast. She has 3 sides for feet, 2 shotgun blasts, and 1 side showing a brain. Now one rule, we haven't played this in years. This is what happens when you don't remember rules and you don't reread it. So rereading these rules again, I said, oh, they can rescue each other. So on a given roll, if you already have, let's say the Hunk is being eaten. If she rolls a shotgun blast, he goes back in the cup. He gets rescued.
Oh.
Vice versa. If she's been captured and about ready to be eaten, the Hunk can rescue her.
Nice.
So that's the Hollywood heroes. And if you do play with them, you'll remove 2 yellow dice. So I'm going to do that. Now, what does Santa Claus do? Now, it's funny here. This is Steve Jackson's humor here. Okay, Santa has presents for all the rotting little boys and girls. If you don't eat his brains first, that is. So let's take a look at his sides.
That's funny.
So he brings an extra brain for Christmas. He'll also protect you. You can get a helmet, and this will stay up during your turn. And you can take 4 shotgun blasts until you bust instead of 3.
Oh, wow.
So in other words, once you get your 4th one, you bust, but
Okay.
you can have 3. He also has 1 brain, a foot, and 1 shotgun blast. Santa can defend himself. And an energy drink. So this means that any green dice that are rolled that show feet on the turn that this is rolled with it or on future rolls for that round, they become brains. So you're a fast zombie.
Wow.
So when you add in Santa Claus, you remove a green die. So we're going to play with these 3 dice.
Okay.
And then I remove those. So you put
Alright.
these back in. So as usual, you put them in the cup. So we're just going to show a quick little round here. Hopefully we get some of them. Oh, I did. I
You
got
did.
Santa Claus. All right, so Santa Claus is protecting me with that helmet. So oops, sorry, I'm getting it's out of focus. So I have 1 brain. Now I need 3 new dice though.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now I may stop there. Now let's say it was the energy drink, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I would have busted, but this would become a brain.
Oh.
But so I would stop here,
Okay.
and then I would get my 1 brain. Now this is from Board Game Geek. You can find other places for brains, but it's little plastic brains.
I think they're really cool.
Yeah. And we like to do this rather than keeping track of points on paper.
Just have to make sure little kids don't get their little paws on it.
Yeah.
Because it does look like food.
Yeah, it looks like candy. All right, so I have 1 brain. So Julie's going to go now. Remember, if you don't remember the original rules, you're the first, trying to get 13 brains before anybody else. Okay, so you know what? Let's roll.
I got it.
You got the Hottie. Okay. All right, so you got it. Now let's see. It's just so we can show the different way it plays. You're going to pull out the Hunk and this.
Okay.
Okay, just so we can show how it interacts. All right, so you got more brains. Look how well you're doing. Now you got to roll the Hunk again. Now, if the Hunk gets a shotgun blast, he did not. So 2 shotgun
But I'd
blasts.
stop.
No, let's push your luck because I want to see if the Hunk gets a shotgun. Did not. Keep on going.
Oh my gosh. I busted.
Well,
Big time.
Not only did you bust, but you would have also rescued her too. Okay.
Oh.
But anyway, it would have been better for you to stop long ago.
Yeah.
And if you had, you would have gotten 3, 6, 8. It would be 8 to my 1. So Julie would have been doing it really well in that. So there you go. That's Zombie Dice 2 with the 2 expansions. So let's take a look at how we rate it.
Okay.
In our categories here. So what do you think? Is it fun?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah, we do like this expansion. The theme, it's goofy with Santa Claus.
It's so goofy.
Now, Santa Claus is goofy, but that's because Steve Jackson, that's his sense of humor. The Hottie and the Hunk fit more with the theme.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, if you played other Steve Jackson games, that's what he likes to do. Is the art? Well, you can't do much. You can't do much with the art other than the energy drink.
I like the color, the pink on with the black. That's cute.
Right. So
and the little football helmet's nice.
Art-wise, you have to be told this is the Hunk and the Hottie.
Yeah.
And this is Santa. So, what can you do with dice?
Not much.
I mean, you could put maybe a little Santa Claus figure in there, but I don't know if the etching would come through if it would be too small.
Yeah.
Components, again, we've played this, rolled these thousands of times. They're still in good condition.
Mm-hmm.
Complexity, well, it's fine. It's not too complex.
Mm-mm.
But when you get to the rules here, there's something that you should keep in mind, that sometimes Steve Jackson has this problem with the rule books.
Oh.
You'll see here, for instance. Oh, I got to be on the right page. You'll see here that it doesn't talk about which dice you need to remove in the very beginning.
Oh.
It's actually buried over here, what dice to remove.
Oh, gosh.
But then when you learn about Santa Claus, it tells you what dice to remove first.
Huh.
So it's just little formatting rules like that, I mean, there's not a lot here, but it can be overlooked, okay? And why not, if you're going to have this chart here, why not tell you what it does?
Yeah.
So it's minor. There's not a lot of writing involved, but it could have been made more accessible.
Sure.
Playing time, it's
same.
fast.
10 minutes.
Yeah, age-wise, if they can handle zombie dice, they can handle these special rules. Design, it's goofy, but it works, right?
Yeah. You already talked about
I already talked about the rules. Educational merit, and it's like what I said in the original zombie dice. If they can handle, if it's appropriate thematically to play with zombies and shotguns, then they'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
But you can teach probability and basic addition, but you just have to be worried if someone's going to be offended,
right,
with shotguns and brains being eaten. All right, so let's see. How would you rate this?
10.
You're gonna give it a 10,
yep.
Huh? Let me see what I would do.
I always enjoy playing this. Especially now that I know the new rule, that'll be even more fun.
Yeah, I would have to give it a 10 because I don't think we've ever played without it since we've had it.
We've always played with them.
Yeah,
we've always played with all 3 of them.
Well, no, we don't always play with the...
Don't we?
We don't always... Well, we always play with all 3 of these.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I mean.
Okay, that's what you mean, yeah. So, yeah, it would have to be a 10 because we never play without it. I don't think we've ever played basic... Now, when I'm showing somebody the game for the first time, we'll play without it. And then you'll introduce it. Maybe you would introduce Santa Claus first, or you'd introduce the Hollywood...
and the Hottie.
Yeah, the Hollywood heroes. So, teaching-wise, you don't want to start with this.
No.
With the basic. But yeah, it would have to be a 10 because we haven't played without it. And that's what separates an expansions from other expansions. Sometimes you get expansions and you're like, it makes it too fiddly or makes it too long, fiddly in terms of rules. And then you're like, don't want to play that again. You separate it out. And only occasionally do you include it. But this would be one we always play.
I agree.
All right, so thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.